my channel, welcome back to another video. I'm Messy Jessie and you're watching. Listen, I'm a repeat offender, okay? I'm a criminal.
I am all talk and no action.
I keep saying that tags are my favorite videos to make and then proceed to make every type of video but tags. Let us pray for my integrity.
My integrity.
Please don't unsubscribe. In addition to me really loving all things bookish tags, I somehow managed to miss that there was a pretty popular tag going around through the bookish community in 2020, and that is the reading habits tag, where we talk about our reading habits, both the good and the bad, the nitty and the gritty. So I've been binging videos about this tag, really loving it, and I decided that I was going to take it upon myself to do the tag. Now, before we hop into the salacious, the juicy 11 questions of this tag, I have to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Ana Luisa. I have worked with Ana Luisa multiple times now, and I am always geeked when they reach out and ask to partner again, because I have a consistently great experience working with them. I love their product. I love their sustainable mission. They are a woman-owned jewelry company based in New York City that has a sustainable mission where they offset 100% of their carbon emissions without sacrificing quality and delivering gorgeous, unique jewelry pieces that start at just $39. And I love that they kind of walk their talk. They promote themselves to be kind of like a self-care luxury jewelry brand at an affordable price, as well as the fact that their selection is so diverse. You have pieces that are big and bold and make statements. I, of course, love their layered chain sets. They have these amazing layered necklace sets that I am absolutely trash for, but I also love wearing them as simple statement pieces. I am currently wearing a mixture of their necklaces. I love mixing and matching their sets. I have layered a delicate gold chain here with my favorite necklace by them. This is a green sort of emerald necklace. Emerald is my birthstone, so I love this and feel very secure when that is on my neck. And then I've paired it with this oval kind of onyx necklace that has these little dots along it. I also am rocking two bracelets from them. Their gold Michael chain, which I really love. It definitely makes a statement. I'm also wearing my favorite bracelet of all time. This is the Michelle bracelet, and I absolutely love it because it has this gorgeous silver chain with a cross on the end, and I love how it dangles. I love how it accents any outfit. It's literally my favorite bracelet. I have been rocking it for a while. I'm simply not willing to take it off. I truly love Ana Luisa as a company, not only for the amazing sustainable mission, but also for the high quality pieces that they offer. I will continue to want to work with them. Big thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring another video from me, because I truly love your company. If you want to do some shopping either for yourself or a loved one, hashtag treat yourself, hashtag treat them too, have a 10% off discount code which you can use. It is bowties10. I will leave that code linked down below so that you can get yourself or a loved one something nice. Now it's time for us to hop into the reading tag. Out of the videos that I've seen, I haven't yet seen a link for the creator of the actual video, so hopefully I'll be able to find them and we'll leave them linked down below if I do. If I don't, and if you know who the creator of this tag is, please let me know, because I would love to give them credit and check out their channel. So the first question for this tag is, do you have a certain place at home for reading? Look, okay, so technically, yes.
But
I am not married to this space by any means. It doesn't mean that I can't read at other locations within my home and not feel cozy, if that makes sense. It's just the place that I gravitate to the most often because it is my living room couch. I love curling up on the couch with my dog against her will, of course, because Akasha hates cuddling. She cannot stand it, but I am going to Stockholm Syndrome her if it's the last thing that I do. So I absolutely love reading and cuddling on the couch, especially because I have plenty of space to have some tea. You know, I'm by outlets, I could charge my phone, I can multitask a little bit if I need to, and it's just the ultimate place in my home to sit back and relax. I have a indoor 4-season porch that I really want to make warm and cozy for the summer. So I'm pretty sure that this answer is going to change as soon as I acquire some comfy furniture for sitting out there. But yes, for now, I'm definitely going to say my couch. However, I want to get more comfortable reading a few pages before bed, so that is a potential as well. Question number 2 is bookmark or random piece of paper. I rarely am organized enough to have a bookmark with me. Usually I will use the jacket of the book. I will use my tabs as a bookmark. I'll stick my annotating sheet in between the pages. And most times I usually don't need a bookmark. Perhaps it's because I've been reading, I feel like since I could walk, I have this uncanny ability to open the book and just remember what page I was on. It's like my favorite thing about myself. It's my one talent. Question number 3 is, can you stop reading? Or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages?
Definitely no.
One of my favorite things about reading that I love is the act of being completely sucked into a story, so sucked into it that you neglect the things that you probably shouldn't, that you put off things until a later date so that you can continue reading and being indoctrinated into the story, the world, the narrative, the writing, etc. That feeling, that intoxicating high is the reason why I continue to pick up books. So I definitely do not have a certain amount of pages after which I feel the need to halt. I can definitely consume a large amount of a story, even the whole story in one sitting, and feel that I was able to comprehend it and grasp it. However, if it is a story that is challenging for different reasons, that can mean that the subject matter is really heavy. It can mean that it is science fiction. Sci-fi usually takes me longer to read. If the writing is very abstract and heavy in metaphor, if I need to reread sentences multiple times, or if it is a book where I have simply a ton of thoughts on. In those cases, I might stop after a certain point simply so that I can write down and organize my thoughts before continuing on. Because when I don't force myself to stop and organize my thoughts and write down the quotes that I enjoyed and unpack my thoughts in real time, if I don't take the time to do that, then I will forget little things I wanted to mention in my review, and I won't feel as satisfied with my review as I would have had I just stopped reading and taken the time to write my notes out.
Does that make sense?
The majority of books I can read and not need to make notes as I go along, but there are some books that simply command, inspire, demand me to make those notes and stop and kind of ruminate and gather my thoughts before continuing. And I don't do that specifically because I aim to be a great book reviewer. I do it because I enjoy writing book reviews for myself. Like, I've been doing this since childhood. I would write little book reports. Oh my God, no wonder no one wanted to date me. Oh my gosh, the little book nerd who couldn't. I'm just gonna stop talking here because I think I'm effectively shooting any possibility of me having a girlfriend at any point in my life right in the foot, repeatedly. Clip is empty. Question number 4 is, do you eat or drink while reading?
I do both.
Sometimes at the same exact time, sometimes at great detriment to the condition of the book and to my clothing. It depends. It depends on if I'm stuffing my face because I really want to read, but I only have like 5 minutes to get through the next chapter. If I have to choose between eating lunch and reading, I will simply just choose to do both at the same time, even if it creates this disgusting mess. Again, because we've already established that I am not going to ever have a girlfriend. So it really doesn't matter what me or my books look like. There are some books that I just really want to sit in the bath with and have some wine. Books that kind of feel decadent and luxurious, those I will definitely have snacks during, especially books that revolve around food. It simply is unrealistic to expect me to read a book that has a lot of Southern cooking, a lot of Afro-Latinx cooking, and expect me not to get the rumblies. It's racist. Question number 5 is multitasking. Music or TV while reading. I will do both. Again, it depends on the book. If it is a book that I am really needing to explore and examine at great length, such as The Prophets by the son of Baldwin. I forget his actual name because I've been following the son of Baldwin for so long. Robert Jones? Gosh, I'm a fake fan. Certain books I just like silence for. It really depends on how much the writing challenges me as well as the vibe of the book. I really love listening to creepy horror spooky sounds while reading thrillers and horror books, but I also have a very hyperactive brain, so there are plenty of books where I will watch a TV show while reading, or where I will be writing an article or watching booktube while reading, simply because for every time that my brain needs time to focus on one thing, there are 12 times where my brain needs to be focusing on multiple things in order to feel safe and oddly focused. Question number 6 is one book or multiple books at once. For me, it is definitely multiple books at once. This has been a thing throughout my entire childhood. Very rarely will I need to focus only on one book. And that depends on so many things, my personal emotional state, how much I love the book. But I also don't want to make it seem that I'm reading multiple books at the same time. It means that those books aren't favorite books or that I'm not incredibly invested and incredibly focused and obsessed with them. It just depends on the book, the writing, the messages. It depends on so many things. Question number 7 is read at home or anywhere. I can read anywhere. I can read at crowded bars. I can read while walking down the street, physically reading walking down the street. I've done it before. I've done it in hallways all throughout elementary school and middle school and high school, and I did not give one funk. I can read anywhere. Question number 8 is read out loud or silently in your head. I like to read poetry and certain types of Black narratives that are very clearly written in the oral tradition out loud. And when I read children's fiction, I definitely read that out loud. It just is part of the magic, the experience for me. But for the most part, I read in my head. Sometimes, because again, I'm going to be single forever. We've already established this. Let's move on. Sometimes I will like just pick certain scenes to read out loud and perform. Why am I telling you this? Question number 9, do you read ahead or even skip pages? Okay, look, but look though, I see you judging. And it's just not called for. Yes. But if we are constantly reliving certain types of thought and certain themes and certain scenes, then I will start skipping pages where those scenes are coming back up again. Just because my time is precious and valuable. The same topics and themes and lines, etc., are reoccurring without being explored in any new ways. Yeah, I will totally skip that if I'm exhausted from already trying to wade through that. In addition, if the book is super racist or very sexist or problematic in a harmful way, I will very much try to skip through those scenes because I don't need to expose myself to that type of vitriol. I simply don't like to read it. It's not good for me and I'm not interested. I definitely reserve the right to skip those scenes if that is what serves my mental health and well-being. Question number 10 is breaking the spine or keeping it like new. I have done both. I rarely break spines, but there are certain books where I'm annotating them so much and having like a tight little spine is just ain't it, especially if it is one of my small chunky mass market paperbacks. Like I think I intentionally broke the spine on 100,000 Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin because I have a small paperback of it and I was making too many notes. We were getting nowhere. Okay. It was like trying to annotate a grasshopper. It was just too much. So I had to crack that bugger open. And the final question number 11 is, do you write in your books? Heck yes, I do. I love writing in my books. I would definitely be running screaming away from my childhood self. Well, rather, my childhood self would most definitely be running away kicking and screaming if they found out that I was writing in my books as an adult. But I simply love it. I stand by it. I'm so glad that I stopped letting people's elitist attitudes about what condition your books should be in affect my own opinions. Now, of course, it goes without saying that if you are the type of person who prefers your books to be unmarked, cool, that's totally valid. but I was letting other people's notions of how to take care of books and what it means to be a good book lover keep me from doing something that I really wanted to do, which was to leave my mark in books. I wanted a library where I could pick up a book at any given moment and open up and see what I was thinking and feeling at that time, especially because I love to reread my books. And it's so cool to see the ways that you are constantly developing your opinions and changing every time you read a book.
That's so cool.
There are times where I'll go back on my annotations and be like, wow, I cannot believe I interpreted this way or didn't see this thing. Sometimes it makes me really nostalgic. I can see where I highlighted a line that I thought was really funny and silly and goofy, and it gave me levity and joy, and that gives me nostalgia and memory. There's so many reasons why I annotate. I would like to make a video about this at some point, and I've never said this publicly on my channel, but I'm gonna say it now. The reason that I annotate my books is because I intend on passing my books down to my progeny, and if I don't have progeny, to a very close loved one someday. As somebody who has lost a parent, I know that there is no greater desire to know more, to have more of the person that you lost. And so I think that one of the greatest gifts that I can give to my children is a library full of my thoughts, so that they always have pieces of me somewhere. And so when they are reading these books, or if they don't like to read, or just simply owning these books, they can see my thoughts, my opinions, my life, my struggles, all of these things in abundance through these characters that I've loved and hated, and writers, and you know what I mean? So yeah, that is, I will always annotate my books. So that's gonna do it for this tag. In summary, I am single. I'm going to die that way. My childhood self hates me. I'm a mess. I'm a bad reader. I'm overly meticulous. What more do you want? I understand that you've already unsubscribed. I do get it. So right before you unsubscribe from my channel, be sure to click on the link down below and check out Ana Luisa. Gift yourself something nice, gift a loved one something nice, and don't forget that you can get 10% off of any of your purchases on the Ana Luisa website using the code bowties10. If somehow by the grace of the gods you have made it this far in the video without gagging, comment down below by telling me what your favorite type of stone is. An emerald, amethyst, opal, onyx. I would just love to know. And I guess it doesn't have to be a stone. It can also be like a really pretty rock. Mine is emerald, so that is definitely what I would comment. But thank you so much for watching this video. All my social media links are in the description box below. If you'd like more content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is bowtiesandbooks. You can also follow my non-binary book club, which is NB Book Club. But all of my social media links will be in the description box below. Until next time, stay safe, wear your mask, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.